into place at the biggest tournament in international football.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 5 nations that failed to qualify for the FIFA World Cup.
Well, Sweden will rue missed chances.
For this list, we're looking at some of the biggest teams around the globe that won't be appearing at the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. Who do you think will win the big trophy in Qatar? Let us know below. Number 5. Nigeria. After making it into the tournament for the first time in 1994, Nigeria has been one of Africa's biggest powerhouses on the iconic stage.
But now they've got in, Yakini coming for the cross, score!
Beyond missing out on the tournament in 2006, hopes were high for the 2022 edition, especially with a squad featuring Kelechi Iheanacho, Wilfred Ndidi, and Alex Iwobi. But that all fell apart in the third round of CAF qualification when they were drawn against Ghana. The first leg ended in a 0-0 draw, leaving everything up for grabs in the second leg. But with Ghana's Thomas Partey opening the scoring, Nigeria responded with a penalty from captain William Troost-Ekong.
Troost-Ekong from the spot, confidently dispatched. Wollacott went the other way, and the skipper makes it 1-1.
And the match finished 1-1, putting Ghana through on away goals.
And Ghana have done it. Ghana have qualified for the World Cup. They have beaten their West African rivals Nigeria on away goals.
Number 4. Chile. Fun fact, Chile appeared in the first ever World Cup in 1930. They also hosted it in 1962 and finished in third place. But since then, Chile's entrance into the World Cup has been spotty. Yet with a team featuring legendary players like Arturo Vidal and Alexis Sanchez, plus fresh faces like Ben Brereton Diaz, it seemed like the squad would find their way onto the plane to Qatar, especially as they were ranked 17th in the FIFA World Rankings. But inconsistent performances in qualification ruined hopes. The team suffered surprise losses to Venezuela and Ecuador. On top of that, Chile also failed to beat a lowly ranked Bolivia team. Number 3. Sweden. In World Cup history, Sweden has finished in third twice and were runners-up in 1958. And after being a hit at the 2018 tournament, it seemed like the Scandinavian squad would be there in 2022. But the pressure was on, as this would likely be the last time the iconic Zlatan Ibrahimovic would appear at the World Cup. Sweden comfortably advanced to the next round of qualification after beating the Czech Republic. But against a tricky Poland team in the final, goals from Robert Lewandowski and Piotr Zielinski sunk the Scandinavians, forcing them to change their end-of-year plans.
Poland have done it. They are on their way to Qatar. The first goal was always going to be vital.
Number 2. Colombia. After making the quarterfinals in 2014 and the knockout stages in 2018, the South American side was ready to take things to the next level, the 2022 World Cup. With stars like Radamel Falcao, James Rodriguez, and Juan Cuadrado, this Colombia team seemed like they had all the potential to make an impression. Instead, they struggled with CONMEBOL qualification. They struggled to finish sides off and had to settle for way too many draws. They even got hammered by Ecuador 6-1. But there was still a chance for the team to squeeze through. On the final day of fixtures, Colombia had to do better than Peru to advance. While they beat Venezuela, Peru won against Paraguay, meaning Colombia was out by a single point. Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. Egypt. A Mohamed Salah-led team lost to Senegal on penalties during qualification.
Sadio Mane sends Senegal to the World Cup for the third time in their history, and the first time they've done it back-to-back.
Russia. The 2018 hosts were banned from the 2022 tournament due to their government's political actions.
FIFA had previously imposed several sanctions on the Russian national team, but not banned the side entirely. That triggered a fierce backlash from several nations who had already said that they would not take the pitch against Russia.
Norway. Even a squad featuring Erling Haaland wasn't enough for them to advance from their group. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Italy. Having failed to qualify for the 2018 World Cup, Italy was in a rebuilding stage, and things were looking up. After all, they are a 4-time World Cup winner. They should be at the tournament. But then, in a group they should have won, at least on paper, the European nation came second. And they were probably rubbing their hands in glee when they saw they had North Macedonia in the playoff semifinal. After all, Italy was a team filled with talents like Gianluigi Donnarumma, Ciro Immobile, and Leonardo Bonucci. On top of that, before this battle, Italy was ranked 6th in the world, while North Macedonia was 67th.
Now the European champions Italy for the 2nd World Cup running and for just the 3rd time in World Cup history will not be at Qatar later on this year.
Instead, the nation shockingly lost to an Alexander Tchaikovsky goal. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.